Hello and welcome back to another episode from the Studio Block server. My name is Weird and Bearded, and today we're going to be starting work on designing my mage tower, which means it is time to reveal what you decided I should build. So, drum roll please. It is the evil mage tower coming in from the nether. There's going to be kind of futuristic-y, cyberpunk-y, infecting the overworld with the nether. It is the one out of the 5 options that I had the fewest ideas for, but we're going to be solving that problem today. So I'm going to head over, take a look at the landscape, start coming up with some ideas. I imagine next time you see me, there's going to be a lot of wool and a lot of signs. Right, let's talk about the plan, because the plan has got big. May as well start over here, because it's where the share stone is. That's going to definitely move. But we have what I thought was a big ravine. It's not actually as big as I remembered, but we're going to make it bigger because it's a very straight ravine. So I like the idea that there was some falling star, some artifact that crashed down into the overworld, burying itself deep underground, which the denizens of the nether are here to collect, which is why they've moved across. So yeah, we're going to dig down, make this all look burnt up and horrible, and have some form of artifact down there. Oh, as I said, the plan's got big. It also makes quite a nice line for where the netherrack can sort of stop here and not continue over asteroid crater. I've put signs down, I've marked things. I've not marked everything, but I've put signs down in a lot of places. The next thing we're going to do, and this is possibly a little too silly, but it's me, so we're going with it. We have a white line here. We also have, if the world will load in, come on world. Every time I do this, I realise how big this thing is. We also have a white line over here. And between those two white lines is a river. So let's fill in the river and make these two pieces of land one piece of land. Because I can. And then we've got a big square over there, which is going to be where the main mage tower is going to be. Now, all my markings are approximations. This is just initial templates. I imagine this will end up being bigger than it is. Well, maybe not that much bigger. It's already quite big on each side. But yeah, this is where the main mage tower is going to be, and I want to take it up to pretty much build limit. We're going to make this thing big. It's going to be very angular because we're going for that sort of modern cyberpunky feel. So not modern cyberpunky feel, futuristic and cyberpunky feel. So I don't want to have sort of turrets. I want it sort of nice, firm lines. Probably do the old Disney trick of making it thinner as it goes up to make it look taller than it is. That forced perspective. I do also have to get rid of that ruined portal, as well as that village. And then this land is all going to be taken over by sort of netherrack, probably have a crimson and warp forest. I'm thinking maybe due to an effect of them growing in the overworld, they have grown bigger than they normally would. So also, as well as the Warped Crimson Fungus, we can actually make the mushrooms. Hopefully that will look really cool. Maybe some giant zoglins roaming about. We can't have hoglins because that won't work. But what we can do... let me get out some white wool so I can trap this pig. Oh yeah, also, while we were marking all this, I got another trident. All that time searching in the last episode, and I've got another trident now. But if... No, no, come back, Mr. Pig. This might take a little while. Just... No, no, I want you to stay still so I can trap you. Get in there, get in there. Yes. So now we can use Pequi to actually scale not just us, but if we make the pig, say, 4 times bigger, so we could have giant zoglins roaming the area. Because I can. I'm really tempted to just leave that giant pig to roam around. And yes, you can put a saddle on the pig and ride the pig. Hello? Hello? Anyway, so this whole area is going to become sort of this nethery wasteland, and I may be able to put up a barrier of barrier blocks, which, if I've got bigger zoglins, I can have that higher up so the people can walk through, but the zoglins will be trapped in the area. Maybe that could be interesting to play with. But certainly, we could have fun with that. Then, over here, I've marked out an area with dotted lines. Ooh! This is going to be a piglin war camp. So we have a nice big area so I can just put in lots of different things. I really want to go for scale. But detailed scale, which is not something I've done before. I do scale a lot. I don't tend to go with lots of little things inside it. But it's something I've been experimenting with outside of content creation recently, so I want to bring that into the content creation. So this is going to be a piglin war camp. We'll get to why in just a moment. And then over here, this actually opens out into quite a nice big cave. Look at the size of the cave. This is great. So, they're trying to find this artifact, so then we can have a piglin mine. And then have a mining community around here, which I've not marked out because I don't know exactly where I want it to be, but I know it's going to be around the cave. So they are excavating, trying to find this artifact. Maybe it's that they've already found the artifact and it's at the top of their mage tower for power. Who knows? Look, I've been figuring out the details during a live stream this morning. I haven't got everything sorted yet. Then, over here, we have another island. So the middle bit of sand, I'm going to convert that to grass. And we're going to turn this into a villager settlement. Just this entire... I was about to say the entire island. I've got another white line marking off an edge there. But this entire bit, we're going to turn into a large villager settlement. We're not going to be building this in a week. So this is going to be a long-term build. But hopefully, if I get it right, it's going to look absolutely amazing. But not just a settlement. You may have noticed when I showed the map and on the mini-map now, there is a nice big gap here. So I'm thinking, just over there, we've got the piglin war camp, and then we've got a settlement over here, and some buildings around here have been destroyed due to attacks from the piglins, because this very quickly drops down pretty much to bedrock. We are at negative 54 at the moment, so we're pretty much down at bedrock. I'm not going to look directly at that sign yet, because maybe that settlement, which is now turned into a survivor camp, wasn't quite so innocent. And maybe from underneath one of those buildings, or even multiple of those buildings, we can have secret entrances to a giant lab structure coming all the way down to this level. And then it wouldn't be too much to dig out the stuff beneath the hole. So maybe this is already weakened through excavation as they've been building a mecha iron golem. I mean, come on. Come on, that's good. And then over here somewhere, they're also going to be mining towards the artifact. I put a sign down somewhere, it doesn't particularly matter where, but yeah. They will also be mining towards the artifact. So it's not just a mage tower, not anymore. It has turned into something more. Let's get up to safety. Oh wow, I slept just before starting to record this. It is night time already. So obviously we've not planned out any of the individual elements. I mean, if you want to put some ideas down in the comments for what else we could add, please absolutely do so. And there's not really going to be much time to do much else in this episode, but what we certainly can do, we can take out the ruined portal. We can take out that village. That'll probably do for today. Because I think everything else then starts to become a big project. So I'm really excited for this. But for now, there are things to get rid of. Let's do a time lapse. Hello, creeper. Well, the village has been destroyed, as has the ruined portal. If you've enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know down in the comments What do you think of the idea? Is there anything else you think I should add? Do you like my giant pig? And in the meantime, I'm going to say thank you all for watching. My name is Weird and Bearded, and I will see you all next time.